Second. Okay, Julie. So, why don't you just go ahead and tell us about what you've been experiencing with your son and why you are, came here today to get some healing between you guys' relationship. And we hope to really clear out these karmic templates, so that you guys can coexist a little better in the home.
Well, I think according to you guys saying, I do feel like he has some kind of autism, had problem communicating with me.
Mhm.
Um, but you're saying, nothing wrong with him. I just need to, he has this pure raw energy that we have hard time to communicate with each other. So I got learned to understand him more. So after session, I decided, not to, push him, force him to do a lot of things. I just let him do whatever he wants to do. So ever since he has been staying in his own room, not coming out, and I guess living his own moment. And just the way he is, I decided, if this is life he's going to do in the future, he can experience that within my house. He
Yes.
doesn't have to wait till he grow up, go move to college to get away from me, to have the freedom, so-called freedom that he thinks that's the freedom. So I bet he's playing his games right now, living in the moment, not thinking about consequence. This world is crazy enough, right? So I think it's okay. I just let the boy be himself. And yesterday he was mad with me. um uh be I forgot. Oh yeah, he asked me something, and the way he asked me, yeah, I almost went to the previous mode, kind of like wanted to blame him, but I decided not to say such thing. I changed it. I didn't get angry. He was angry. He was throwing tantrum, but he
Mhm.
didn't get what he wanted because I didn't engage with him. So eventually,
Good.
yeah, eventually, when everything calmed down, and I he complained that I never understand him. So later on I asked him, I said, have you ever tried to, he said, yeah, nobody understand him. I said, then I said, have you tried to understand other people? He said, oh, I don't have time. Okay. And I said, do you have to try to understand me? He just speechless. I said, well, I'll give you some time, give you a whole week, think about it. Have you, you complain other people don't understand you. What about you? Have you ever tried to understand other people? He never tried, so
Mhm.
yeah, this is
Okay.
Good job, Julie. I'm proud of you. I know that's not easy to do, to like just kind of hold our tongue and hold back and just hold space for understanding, hold space for
Mhm.
love, hold space for him to just kind of settle in himself. We don't have to really, you're doing perfect. This is exactly where you need to be. You're learning, you're guiding yourself back. And
yeah.
this is
Mhm.
going to begin to, this is how you begin to form trust again. He's going to begin to trust you more and more because he sees you're not jumping and you're not reacting on him anymore. So now he's like, oh, wow. Like, so then he's going to calm down and he's going to calm down. And, more and more his nervous system will calm. And the calmer he gets, the more you don't react, the more you just allow, just allow, just allow. You're doing it all energetically now. This is perfect. I love this, Julie. Good.
Does he draw at all?
He draw a lot. He
Yeah.
never use color. He draw with a pencil, the
Yeah.
tiny little thing, and no one else can see it except himself.
Yeah, yeah. As I'm sitting here just drawing, yeah, he draws a lot, and it's funny how you said living in the moment because that is his energy. Um, so when you start to like you guys start to butt heads about things that need to be done in the past or in the future, he doesn't. He does not. He lives in the present moment, which actually is the gift. I've spoke about this before. The present moment is the gift that we all have, and he's been able to somehow capture that, but it can be a little frustrating. I do understand when we don't care about the future, right, or about past events.
Yeah.
He's very artistic, and that's the way he chooses to express himself. It's really easy for him to express himself. So I would encourage drawing. Um, and I think you could probably pick up a lot in his drawings. Even if he's making minimal lines, there's still, there's still codes in there that we could pick up from. So that's the first thing that's coming through. Give me your son's name once more, please.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex. Okay.
And I was
Uh,
hearing love. I was hearing love, like I'm gonna recommend to you now to consciously we're gonna add some subliminal programming, right? Some subliminal messages, not programming, but messages. And you're just gonna sneak in love, the word love, somehow, some way, right? If you just see his writings on a paper or a pad, oh, I love how you do that. Or, just sneak in like, wow, I love that. I love how you're in the moment. I love how you're so energized. I love that spark in you. I mean, it doesn't have to be overwhelming, but just kind of start sneaking in the phrase love here and there. And that's it, without, just kind of like drop it and then go off on your way. Drop
Okay.
that line and go off on your way. Okay. So as he's calming down, he's hearing love, love, love. Mm-hmm.
Does he wear glasses? Does he have problems with his eyes?
Well, I don't know. He wear glasses. I have problem with
Okay.
my eye.
Okay, because I'm getting some sort of overstimulation here, right in the middle. And it's just only like this patch here in the middle of his brain. I'm not sure. Kiahi, do you know what this part of the brain is? Just right here.
Well,
I
this
don't
is
know.
where, the left and right hemispheres, there's a split here, right? And then
Yeah.
now you have your frontal lobe, and then herein lies your third eye, your eye, your I can't even, I'm feeling into his energy, and it's intense, right? It's very
Yeah, it's
hyperactive. And so
overstimulated here. I'm not sure if he's playing video games or something. Something he's doing is overstimulating that. So I think that's also causes the friction, you know.
I'll look up
Um
frontal lobe.
yeah, I think that causes the friction a lot. And then also, Kiahe, we got to be on the lookout how this is actually what Spirit is saying, how this is actually tied into Julie too.
Yep.
So I think we're gonna feel deeper into this now. So I'm just gonna go into a little bit of light language while you look that up, Kiahe, and then
Yep.
just go ahead and take a deep breath in, Julie, just moving up this energy, standing in for Alex today. Thank you for being here, and we'll go ahead and get permission from Alex to see if we can go ahead and take a look with your permission. I'm gonna check in for his permission to allow this to happen today.
Beautiful. I got the definition. Okay, we'll go in.
Okay, so I think that's okay. All right. Okay, what's the definition? He says it's
We're
okay.
looking at the frontal lobes are important for voluntary movement, expression, expressive language, and for managing higher level executive functions. Executive functions refer to a collection of cognitive skills, including the capacity to plan, organize, initiate, self-monitor, and control one's responses in order to achieve a goal.
Mm-hmm.
This is the function of the frontal lobe. So
So
you're right
that
on point with that.
that
Hyperactive there.
overstimulation is causing him to be hyperactive, overstimulated. And let's feel deeper into what's going on with Julie's memory loss and this frontal lobe issue with him. Let's just dig deeper
Oh,
into that.
yes, because there's the connection. Herein lies the connection. As a whole, the frontal lobe is responsible for higher cognitive functions such as memory, emotions, impulse control, problem solving, social interaction, and motor function. Damage to the neurons or tissue of the frontal lobe can lead to personality changes, difficulty concentrating or planning, and impulsivity.
Mm-hmm. And
So
he's a
I
bit of a
feel
loner. So
I feel like we're going to be working on both Julie, your frontal lobe, and Alex as
yeah,
well. I feel this is the connection here. There's an
yeah.
energetic cord here, and we're going to work on that.
Yeah. And then you can go ahead and start Kiahe, but let's just do that for about 2 or 3 minutes. That way we make sure we get enough time to get into this. So
You just relax, sit with your spine straight, maybe cross your legs or sit up straight. Chin, chest up, drop your shoulders down, open up your chest cavity. And we're going to take a nice deep inhalation, bringing the air all the way in through your nose, bringing it all the way up to the top of your head. Nice big inhalation, fill up your lungs, and exhaling nice and slow and controlled, feeling that air move through your abdomen, crossing over your sacral chakra, pushing down to your root chakra and squeezing at the end. And gently bringing that air all the way back up, all the way through the third eye and up to the top of the crown chakra, expanding your lungs all the way in and exhaling gently, slow and controlled, like the rhythms of the tide in the ocean, just down, flowing the bottom of your pelvic floor. And one last deep natural breath in and out while I go in and start removing all dense energies, all gray energies. I'm going to begin now. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo, 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 Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. Through this wide open space, go ahead to here. You can begin here.
yeah, I do have a few things to say. Just go ahead and relax, Julie. I have a few things to say. So while you were doing that, I noticed I was focused here on his eyes, but rather it's Julie eyes, right? So it's like we're working on Julie because you actually hold the key to what's going on with your son, and he holds the key to what's going on with you. So you remember when we removed that flap from her brain? I'm sorry, I'm getting bad connection here. Give me a second. You remember when we removed the flap from her, the mucus? Well, I was feeling here that there needs to be more space between the eyes and up here. That there's still something there. There's another layer, and it is affecting your son's frontal lobe here. And it's weird because it's not that we did not remove it. It's almost like there's like a body, and I'm trying to figure this out, something, another spiritual body that I'm not aware of that is actually acting this out. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it's like that mucus or plaque, whatever we removed, it's sitting so low that it's affecting the eyes. And I don't know where it's located yet. I don't know what body of consciousness, but I'm feeling like this could be something different where it's a merger of them two. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm just, if you can help me out, but this is,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I'm feeling into what you're saying, and I feel the extreme stimulation here. And I'm looking into it's a green color. It's a green like a forest green color, like
Mm-hmm.
kind of sludgy and slimy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very dense. It is green. It looks like green, like a all I can see is the color, and I can feel a slimy texture. That's as far as I can go at this moment,
Okay.
but we will
Let me,
focus in on it.
there's some sort of reverb. I'm not sure if it's on your end, Julie. Can you mute for a second, Julie? And let me see. I'm gonna make sure it's not me. Just mute for a second. Thank you. And is it me? I'm just gonna keep talking. Can you hear anything, Kiahe? Can you hear any
No, I can't
reverb?
hear anything.
No,
No,
I
it's
can't.
her.
I can't. Yeah. Go. Okay. Go ahead, Julie, now, and take yourself off and mute. Yeah.
And do you have a photo? Do you have a photo of Alex? A recent photo or close to recent?
I sent you guys email for the,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I got it.
Okay. Okay, perfect. I'll open it up right now.
I've got to pull it up right now. So
Perfect. Are you pulling it up on this screen for a moment to hear it, or should I go on my end?
give me yeah, see if you can pull it up.
Okay.
I will, because we have a lot of emails together, so I have to look through all these emails, Julie. I'm not sure if I can pull it up right now. Because there's just a lot of emails.
Do you
Yeah.
want me? I have probably have the photo on my phone.
Perfect.
How do I share that photo? Share,
Yep,
No,
right?
just put it up. Just put it
yeah,
up to the
it's
camera.
okay.
It's fine. Mhm.
But it's on my phone.
Oh,
Oh,
you're on
you
your,
mean
it's
it's
okay. I don't
That's okay.
actually need a photo. I'm okay. But if you need to have the photo,
Nope, I don't.
okay,
I just thought
okay.
if she did have it, that would be
Yeah,
nice to see, but no worries. We can definitely work without it.
Okay, I remember the photo you shared to us last week, Julie. I still remember that. We got about 30 emails here, so it's gonna be hard to look through them all. Okay, okay, I'm gonna share here. I have it pulled up
I got
here.
it. Yep, I have it. I have these images here.
Okay, perfect. All right, sounds good.
Okay. Oh, what a cutie. Okay,
Okay, so let's focus back on
perfect.
here.
Okay.
Let's focus back here. And why was he wearing the army uniform? Does
he
he like
goes.
that?
I think so. He goes to Sea Cadet training program. You know, he wanted to join the Navy. You know, I hope he really do it. I feel like go to military Navy will help him. You know, he like in a disciplined, you know, environment. I think so. I'm guessing. Some people told me his past life he was in the military in the past life. I don't really know.
That's why I'm asking. I was very drawn to that, the fact that you would send me that picture, and I feel like there's a message here. Ooh, I think
Oh, the
I'm
green
tapping
color
into
too,
something.
Tahira. That's
Yeah,
the green I saw.
yeah, yep.
That army green. It's army green.
And I'm tapping into something that I think you might be spot on about the past life, because I think he was so disciplined in a past life where he didn't enjoy his life, that now he is rejecting that because he didn't enjoy his life. It was just so structured, you know, so much like this, where to the fact where his whole life was like that. And I think that this is also too why he doesn't listen to you, because he spent his whole other past life taking orders from people and giving orders as well. Very
I'm being drawn
interesting.
to the patterns, Tahira, the patterns on
Yeah,
the coat that he's wearing, the army coat. You see those
yeah,
patterns?
yeah,
I'm being very drawn to this.
yeah, yep. Cadets too. It says his hat says Sea Cadets. I wouldn't even be surprised if he maybe in his past life, if that's how he passed away in battle or on the sea. I would not be surprised. And so I think we need to remove this past life karma from him. It's a trauma, is what I'm picking up on. But
Very
thank you,
nice.
Kiahe. If you would
Yeah.
have never asked for that picture, I was definitely looking for it. Wow, this is so much.
And that color, that army green color is very strong around this area on his head. That is it slime? Is it essence? Is it a template? Is it his past life? It's what he carried in through to this life that needs to be, like Tahira said, removed,
He
dissolved. We
carried
need
it,
to
and it's interesting that now Julie's memory loss, let's say this happened like almost 30 years ago. And he, you know, obviously, I think he's what, 15?
16.
16. I think it's interesting that he chose you as his mother. I just think that he was trying to find a way back here, but that he could do not have a structured life. I almost feel as if this is what brought on the autism. I do. I feel that if not, I'm not saying that he made himself, you know, because it's not really a disease. It's just how someone is, you know, that's just how it is. I almost feel that he purposely set this up, his soul, so that he would be forced not to go back to his rigid ways. You know what I mean? Yeah, sometimes you don't trust yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And this is for Julie's ascension too. I feel like Julie was asking for this opportunity. Like you said earlier in one of our other sessions, you felt like he made you a better mother.
Yep.
Because you are now needing, the only way you can communicate with him, the only way you can bring him closer and, regain his love and trust is to grow and expand in this energy of trust, right? And authentic divine love, right? As you are. I will love you as you are. I will give you the space you need. I will give you the trust you need. I have all faith in this process. I am going to trust the process. And I feel like you emitting that energy, he will be receiving this, and together you will both grow together in this new in this new higher
It's new energy.
vibe. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
I just feel this. I just feel the both of you growing and expanding together.
This is very interesting. I almost feel, let's keep going. I'm trying to draw a parallel between his past life and Julie. I mean, it would not make sense. It would only make sense, you know, if you were also in his past life. You know, that's the only way I could see it really making sense. I'm
Did
trying
you see
to,
the cord? He's holding a cord in that first photo too. Do you see that? He's holding a cord. So you have a cord in the first photo, and then you have this rigid expression in the second one.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my.
It's right there. It's right
It's
there.
all right there. And I don't want to show, I would share it, but I know that if this goes on YouTube, I don't want to share pictures of your son,
see
so
that
I won't share it.
But you
remember the picture?
cord?
Yes. That's the cord. This is a soul tie that needs to be released. This is wow. And it's literally yellow. He's holding it. And oh my goodness, this is so crazy. This is so crazy. Okay, let's just go in and feel deeper into this. I'm going to hold a light language and let's go and see if we can pull some more messages and tie this thing all together. Another deep breath in, please, Julie. Raising the frequency and the vibration, hovering this breath of life right here over the frontal lobe here. And just allow this stimulation to happen. You know, let's take a look and feel like how overstimulated it is for him, but how not stimulated. Thank you, Source. Thank you. He's overstimulated. You're not stimulated at all. I think he took her stimulation. Kiahe.
Absolutely. The black and the white on the green, that's what was bringing my attention. It's like the yin and the yang, the black and the white. It's
He took the stimulation because he didn't want to repeat that rigid life that he had, to the point where he took more than his portion. We've seen this happen before in other sessions. Anytime you take more than your portion, and even though he wasn't born till years later, it doesn't matter, because the soul, all things are happening in the eternal moment of now. He was already preparing to come into this incarnation, right? He took more than his portion. And I do believe
you see this, look at what I'm doing. Yeah, this is the energy. This is the scales. This is the scales. The scales need to be rebalanced.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough. You don't have enough stimulation there to stimulate your memory, and he has way too much.
Yep.
This is what we need to go in and take care of. Yeah.
And there's this, yep, I'm feeling this here. It needs to be removed.
Ooh. Stuff that I'm feeling a huge pain right here on the right side of my brain. Like when you did that, Piahe, I felt the pull. And I think we were working on this side, Julie, as well during your
Yep,
session. As soon as you
a
pulled that
lot on
cord,
this side.
go ahead and pull the
Mhm.
cord again. As soon as you pulled that cord, I started to feel it over here. Mureke nikireke mureke, makireke nikireke, nireke bakireke, nireke bakireke nikireke, nireke bureke, bureke nikireke nireke, nireke bakireke, nikireke, mareke nikire boreke, nireke, mukireke, nireke mureke na. Nireke, nireke bakireke, bakireshkireke, mureke naki, voreke, 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 mureke nakireke, nikireke, nireke, 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 bureke na, mureke na shire, voreke, mureke, bureke nakireke, nakire shireke, voreke nareke, nareke, voreke, bukireke, mureke, bapire, poreke, pareke, bureke, bakikere, reke, mureke, reke, marek, voreke, mureke, nireke, mushireke, kere woreke, warekere kereke, direke woreke nakire, mareke de kereke, nakireke, mukreke, nikireke, mareke de reke, direke woreke, wokereke, nikireke, mureke, nekire, ni, mureke, mureke na, nare, nareke, ke, nireke, nikireke, ni, mure, 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 nereki. Did you pull it out?
Yes. He didn't even want it there.
Hmm?
I'm feeling he didn't want it there this whole time. He wants to be released from this. He's
Okay.
not comfortable in this energy. He's not comfortable being just so rigid and kind of out of control. He's ready to
Okay.
release it.
Okay. I still getting the reverb. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but okay. Let's go ahead and
I'm feeling he's wanting to come up for air.
yes, my throat started to close up during the light language. I think he must have passed away in the sea. I think that's what
Yep. And
happened.
look at this. Yes, he's like swimming up. I'm in water and I'm swimming up. I'm trying to get to the surface. I'm just trying to get a breath.
Nireke bureke, bureke mareke bukereke nikereke, nireke bukereke nikereke, nireke bareke shireke dereke, mareke rekere, woreke woreke nakire wore, woreke nikereke nakireke, mukereke nikereke, nireke bakireke nikereke, nireke shireke bureke naki, mareke bureke naki kireke, ni hereke rare, ye woreke, bareke reke, ye woreke. He shows me these keys when he's in the water. He has keys. He has
You see
keys
them,
in
they're
his
strapped
hand.
onto him. Yep.
Yeah,
And they're
what are the
strapped.
keys for?
I don't know. There's a lot of keys.
There's a lot. Is niriki, doriki, worikirik. I feel like he was some sort of general, like he was in charge. I do. I feel like he was in charge. I feel like the keys have something to do with his duty. Something.
Oh, he took the biggest gulp. He took his breath. He took his final breath. I can feel just that air coming through my chest now. He's been wanting to breathe.
This is what we call, okay, so, when we do past life regressions, quantum healings, we always want to take the client to what we call the death wound, because if they don't deal with the death wound, especially if they passed away in a way like this, drowning or something horrific, if they're not at peace with it, they will carry it into another lifetime. This is what he's done. So right now, what I want to do is I want to kind of speak to that and almost be able to release him from this, and I want to dig around and find out a little bit more about those keys, because I think he's trying to show us the keys for a reason. I think he wants to be free from this. I do. Okay. I'm gonna hold this in silence so you can just, if you want to talk right now, you can. I'm just trying to feel around in this.
I believe this death wound has been healed here in this deep breath. I'm just gonna go into your heart chakra, Julie, and I'm gonna bring this healing light to your. I'm being drawn to your heart chakra right now, and I just want to offer this beautiful healing, multi-dimensional energy source.
He's saying something.
Onto yes.
He's saying with the keys, right? If the ship is going down, this is metaphoric, we have to pass the keys to the next one in line, to the next general in line. And that's Julie. I think you were there. I think you were who he passed it to, but he couldn't quite do it. And I believe this was the transference of the frontal lobe. This kind of soul tie, this situation. I believe that this is how the kind of entanglement happened, quantum entanglement, because it wasn't able to get past all the way. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm hearing, Kiahe.
And as you're speaking, I feel my frontal lobe throbbing, and it's no longer green. It's like flickering white and yellow. And I feel like we are healing this wound in this moment.
Yeah. It's just like acknowledgement. A lot of times souls just want acknowledgement, and they want to, I guess in a way, they look for permission to let it go. That's what I'm trying to say. So he was trying to give when everything was happening. He tried to like pass the baton, the keys to the next general in line, but he wasn't able to do that because everything was happening so fast. And I feel that, yeah.
I'm feeling the frustration. I'm feeling the frustration, and he knows how much information, how much value, how much he possesses in his hands, and he's getting frustrated. He's feeling like there's no way he can get all of this information out in time, or even the right way. He doesn't even know where to begin organizing his thoughts. Everything is just, there's just so much pressure around holding all of this information.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feeling my throat is like,
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
wanting to come out. There's so much energy built up in my throat, and my mouth is just, he wants to pull it through.
Nireke boreke nireke. Mareke reke nireke nireke. Barakireshke boreke. Boreke nakireke. Nireke bokireke. Boreke nakireke. Naheki boreke. Boreke nakireke. Nikireke nikireke boreke. Mukireke nikireke. Mureke nareke. Nireke. Boreke nikireke. Ni kireke bu kireke marake shireke shireke de boreke na kireke nireke boreke na ki shireke barakireke ni mureke. Hmm.
I feel like I'm helping to transfer this information energetically.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is the memory loss. Maybe this is where the memories were being held.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a
going back to
recalibration
Julie.
here.
Yes, and he is offering the memories back to Julie. He's giving them back to you.
It's almost like, when we drown, we can become brain dead, I feel that he was brain dead, and I feel that when he came in here, he tried to take a little bit of extra memory, a little extra energy to recover the brain loss, but he took too much, Um, anytime that happens, if you don't take just your portion of energy, then I feel like that's how the autism came. He was trying
The
to,
overstimulation.
yeah, he was trying to just take care of the brain, the memory loss, the brain damage from drowning. But when he came in, he took too much. And like I said, doesn't matter when he was born, because everything's happening all at once. So, and it's interesting. I know that anytime we go, when we have surgeries, this is when a lot of transference of energies happen, because it makes us susceptible, because we are in a sleeping state, right? So he could have easily done this during that eye surgery that you had. This could have happened then. um this is how the autism came, just because he has too much. He tried to fix that, and he received too much of it, um and therefore also taking it away from you as well, unknowingly, not meaning to do this, but this is just kind of how it's all playing out. So it all started here, from this past life. Yeah.
Thank you, Tahira. That was great. That was perfect. I'm feeling extremely unweighted in his energy body, in his mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, and physical body. I was able to help transfer this back. There is a balancing now. The scales are now being balanced. This overstimulation of information has now been removed from him. He was willing to now transfer it back to you, Julie. I believe this is where your memories are going to be slowly coming up back into your consciousness.
It's the eyes too. This is where this is where it's all this is the whole issue here between the two of you. You guys we're sharing this soul tie here, right here, connected here with, when we go through such traumatic things, it creates a tie wherever the wounding was, right? And it's something with the eyes, with that green thing that was sitting on the eyes need to be lifted more. I feel like it's about not just the physical eye, but the third eye too.
It wants you to
That's
speak to it. I'm tapping into Alex's consciousness.
okay.
I feel like we need to speak to it now because we remove so much.
Yeah.
And it's like this moment of like, okay, now what?
Okay.
Feeling. So let's speak to it. Let's speak to his
Okay.
new clarified consciousness. He's showing me he has headphones on, like he's here, he's listening now.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. He has on his army suit too. It's very
It's like,
tall.
I'm listening.
Proud.
This is what he's saying.
Okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and speak just how I do my other clients in the past life regressions. Alex, I want you to understand that you are not your body, and you are not this past event that happened to you. That every single thing that we go through in all of our lives, they are to bring us to a higher vibration of love and trust, of spirit and soul. They are to refine every aspect of ourselves and make us an enlightened, crystalline being. This is why you've gone through such things. And I want to let you know that it's okay. I know that being a general, being a ooh, was gonna say sergeant, but I almost said surgeon, so he may have been a surgeon general, surgeon general, I don't know what that is, but that's what I'm getting. And in a way, he feels a little shameful that he was really strong and he knew so much and that he that this kind of happened, but it's okay to let it go. And I think that that's what he wants. He wants to know it's okay to make mistakes. And it's okay to have all the keys, but not be able to use them, to have all the tools, but not be able to operate the machinery. It's okay to let it go. It's okay. You can let this go. And when you let this go, this is when you get a new breath of life by simply allowing yourself the grace. Are you ready to let it go? Just asking, what will I get in exchange? You get freedom. You get freedom. And you're holding on to energy that does not belong to you. You're holding on to energy that belongs to your mother, Julie. You have to let it go. And once you return, only when you return her energy will things be made whole within you. He's nodding. He's nodding his head. He's doing something. Hold on. He's walking to her. He's putting his hands on her head, almost like molding her. It's interesting. It's like he's measuring her head, circumference, radius. I think he was a surgeon. I honestly do. I think he was a surgeon. Surgeon general, not sergeant general. I think he was a sergeant, but I'm telling you, I think he either was in military and became a surgeon, during his time at the
What I'm
military,
seeing,
but
this is it. So I'm seeing a red sagitudinal line around her brain, circling, circling, circling. This, it's like a 3D what's that line we were looking up
yeah,
yesterday?
I know.
Sagitudinal,
Yes,
sagittal.
yeah,
He is actually scanning her brain,
yeah.
and I'm seeing him kind of slice through it and with this red, like laser light, like a laser sliver. He's slivering it in half. But wow, I think you're right. He was a surgeon. He was a surgeon. So
Yeah,
as he's giving back her energy, he is focusing on her brain.
he's healing it.
And I can see, oh, this red light is very, very significant today.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And the blue. I see a blue light almost being implanted. This is memory, representing memory. But the red is the surgeon, is the,
It's the
yeah,
laser, it's the
yeah,
surgery, it's this laser beam that
yeah.
is severing and going through her brain. It's like calculating, calculating, calculating. And I see this blue coming through to here. You want to pull that blue all the way through. I feel like that's what he's needing to bring in,
Okay,
but his hands are
okay,
like full.
all right, okay, I'm doing it now. It has to go on one side at a time.
Yes. One sector at a time. Remember those four sectors?
Yeah, yeah. Wanaki, nireke, murekineki, nikireke,
Oh,
nareke,
the
murukireke,
left side is heating up.
kireke. Okay, I'm
Pull it
almost
through to
there.
here. Pull
Nireke,
it through.
nakireke, Mureke, regere, wareke, bureke, nireke, bakireke, naki, wareke, naki, wareke, nareke, bureke, naki, wareke, mukireke, ni, nareke, mukireke, nireke, ni, moreke, mukireke,
Perfect. It's coming
nireke,
to the
na,
left, the right
nireke,
side now. You got the
bakireke,
left
nikireke,
pole
nikireke,
coming
nireke,
around the right.
bureke,
Fill up the
rereke,
right sector with this
rereke,
blue light.
mukireke, nireke, nireke, bakireke, nakireke, nireke, bakireke, makireke, nakireke, nireke, bukireke, bari, oreke, oreke, nikireke,
Pull it
nireke,
through all the way to
nireke,
the right
bakireke,
side, all the
nikireke,
way up.
nakireke, nireke, nakireke, nakireke,
Complete,
nareke,
complete, complete. Ooh, complete. Wow, my hand is sweating. It's completed. It's completed. Oh my gosh. I was in surgery. This was amazing. This was amazing. I could see your entire brain. There was, this was a surgical procedure, like a laser surgery, but this was filled with information, like kind of like in the future, like those movies that you see with those
yeah,
holographic screens. And it was
yeah,
like slicing through the sectors, and he was like putting back chunks of blue information, which holds I the divine blueprint.
yeah.
You got your
It,
blueprints back.
it's very interesting though. It's
What?
kind of very interesting. He's not just an ordinary surgeon. This is not ordinary. You know what I mean? Something is interesting about,
Future. Is it
yeah,
more?
he's in
I'm
the
getting
future,
futuristic
futuristic.
vibrations.
Yeah, this is a future.
It's like,
This
but he's been in two worlds at the same time. He's
this
pulling,
is what
he's,
this is what he's doing in his room, Julie.
I
This
mean,
is
it's not funny. It's not funny, but it's like we're cracking the code. I get
yes.
giddy when we're like pulling it through.
This is what he's
Yeah,
doing in his room. He
and my
literally
hands are
is
sweating.
a futuristic surgeon. So he's still, in a way, playing out that old timeline, and that's going
Yeah,
to help him move forward.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't, is he going to be a surgeon?
I
He
think that
was,
I think
right?
not this lifetime, he was a surgeon. And in a future life, I see him also being a surgeon. Like, I think that's what he's doing in his room. With when you have autism, you other skills that we don't have here, memories that we
High
don't have.
dimensional.
And it's almost too like he needed the memory to go in and access these
Hmm.
codes to be
That's
able
what it was.
to. That's why he
Hmm.
had your memory too. He wanted to access the codes of that past life because he was working on something in a future life. He's going to be doing a
Yep.
lot of surgeries, and I'm talking like he's going to be working with energy, aura energy, and these are high caliber surgeries. That's why I was saying something very interesting, high tech about in
Very
those
high tech.
video games. The video games he's watching too brings him there. It helps him. This is what
It's
he's
like
doing.
he's
So
in surgery, like in a regular, like a normal surgery on a brain, but
yeah,
what he's pulling through is not from this lifetime. Like
no,
he is like some kind of galactic
yeah, a, a galactic,
he's tapping into a high stream of information that is
yeah,
not coming from what you can learn here.
no,
This is what I'm feeling.
no. And also too, everything is multi-layered, right? Multiple things can be true at the same time. This autism actually provides the right template for him to now coexist in this other world. I'm almost getting the sense, and I know this might sound cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but I'm almost getting the sense that he was sent here to now access this grid here, this energetic grid here
Yep.
on Earth, to be able to
Hmm.
now do the work he's doing in the future. These are very important surgeries that he's doing. There's no way he could be, functioning like we all function and do
Hmm.
this work as well. And his past life actually gave him the right knowledge. This is why they chose him for this job because of, his past life, his job in a past life. So this is kind of what I am getting.
And I'm just looking at photos of brains right now. I'm just being drawn to just dissecting brains.
Okay.
Not dissecting brains, not like actually cutting through, but cutting through with that laser vision.
Yeah, I
Like he can
saw
see
that.
in and through and
Yeah.
read like a computer, like a quantum computer, a quantum computing system. This is what
Yeah.
he can see and read.
In the past moments we have in the session, Kiahe, I want to go ahead. Let's work a little bit on Julie's brain, because in truth he
Whew,
returned the energy, so we need to like
burning up.
just balance her
Yes.
here. Okay. All right. Go ahead and take a deep breath in, my dear Julie, raising up the frequency and vibration, breathing right up here through that third eye, right out that frontal lobe here. Should be a lot more room, a lot more space here, and tingles coming in now. Memory codes have been restored, and it's going to take some time, but they're going to start to spark. You are going to be getting the spark of life. This was a very successful procedure today. And, we were able to release a karmic template with your son taking more than his portion of your energy. So this was able to be released. So this was very beautiful, and bringing the energy down right here, right over the frontal lobe, right tucking underneath the eyes here, deeper at 5, deeper 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And we're just taking a look here on your brain here. Taking a look, feeling around.
Wow. Success.
Ooh, these eyes are dilating. Ooh, this is beautiful energy. You got a lot more energy here, my dear, a lot more than you had. It's full. It's very full right here. The energy is very full. You just have to get acclimated to it. But also, too, I feel like it's doing something with the eyes. There's a recalibration, and this is why you can't remember. It's because of the eyes. It all ties back to the eyes, even because it's like I'm seeing like a curvature of like energy going in behind the octave nerve and then spitting out. The brain is computing, right? So if we don't have those eyes intact, the memory will not be intact. I feel a lot of activity going underneath the octave nerve, underneath the eye socket. And so I feel that this is what's going to actually start to spark the memories. I really, truly do feel that.
I'm feeling a higher brain. It's like energetically she's growing a higher brain with this recalibration, with this surgical procedure. I'm seeing this brain just growing and growing and growing now. Wow. This is very unique. Maybe this is just that recalibration. Maybe that's just what I'm seeing energetically. I'm seeing this higher brain come through now and integrating into you.
So a lot of recalibration that is going to be happening, the whole brain here on the sides as well.
It's completely blue in color. Yep. It's
Yeah.
completely blue in color. So this is your memories.
Yeah.
These are your memories.
I'm satisfied with the work for today. I'm satisfied with this.
It's
they're
huge.
just
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge. Wow. This is huge. Julie. Oh my goodness.
Yes, this is amazing. And just give it some time. I'm telling you, something's going on in the eyes. This is when these eyes get healed, this behind this ocular nerve, this is what's going to start to spark those memories. And this is why you can't taste as well. This is the reason why. It's all starting here behind the eyes, and the disconnection between the eye, because the eye is taking in information, and the brain. As soon as that comes back online, the taste is going to come back too.
And
Yes.
Julie, sorry, I just want to say, I just want to thank my ancestors for being here today. I did get a lot of assistance from my personal ancestors because this was not something I could do on my own. So I just want to thank my ancestors for being here and assisting us today.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
so
everybody.
much.
Thank you so much.
You're
Yes.
so
You're
welcome.
welcome.
Thank
I
you,
have one
Julie.
I have one quick question. Last time, we tried to rebirth Alex, but you're saying to hold, because running out of time, hold him in me didn't really give birth. Does it really matter?
No, not yet, not yet. I feel like this was pivotal on the rebirth. So we want to keep him incubated. We're just going to keep it for now, okay?
Mhm.
And this was very much needed because this was all spirit led this whole procedure. And spirit is saying, this is why we're not going to birth him yet. So we needed to give you back your memories, give you back everything that he took out of balance for you before we now birth. Because I seen Alex, so see, I'm speaking to two versions of Alex, the one that took from you and the one that is coming back. And so he's in white. The Alex that we worked on today is in army green, and your son that is holding his own light, not taking too much from you, is coming through as all in white. And he's kind of still swimming. He's like kind of in the fetus there, right? In your uterus, sorry, in your uterus. He's in a white shirt. He's like floating around, and one Alex is saying to the other, like, I want Alex back. And it's weird. It's a weird reference to how I'm seeing the relationship between the two versions of Alex. And it's like this is him saying, I want Alex back. Like, I want me back. I want this version of me back. So that tells me that he's going to stay incubated in your, in this
He always
gestation
say,
period.
he hates me, but he hates himself even more. He never liked himself.
Yep. So now he's having that conversation with himself. The part that hates himself is saying, I want Alex back. I want the Alex that loves himself back. This is what's happening. He's having this conversation. This is good. This is
This
good.
is
We want
good.
him to be in
This
this
is good.
energy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is good.
Thank you, Julie. This was
Thank you,
perfect.
guys.
You're welcome.
Go from somewhere from here. Do we do again sometime
Thank
in the
you.
future? How does it
We'll
work?
wait. Give it a week. I mean, if you can come, we'll email you. So I'm thinking like a week from now. Would you like to do the rebirth?
Whatever you feel like appropriate.
Okay.
Okay.
I trust you
Okay.
guys.
Okay. I'm
What
gonna look at
what
our schedule and we'll see if we can
okay.
put her on the book so that way, we don't
Okay.
want it to go more than a week. That's
Okay.
within a week. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thank you, Drew.